It is Friday, July 14th, one of my last few adventures in the city, and I'm on my way to the LIRR station. I'm walking today, can't cheat because I don't have my unlimited Metro card anymore and I'm too cheap to pay for the bus, but onwards to the LIRR station so I can get myself to the city. There will be no cheating today. City ticket in hand, let's go to Grand Central. So many buses all the time.
Train to Penn Station. The next station is Metz, Willers Point.
So, because my train was going to Penn Station, whereas I'm going to Grand Central, I'm off here at Woodside because I need to transfer. It is my first time ever doing an LIRR transfer. It's not that interesting. M3's out and about. Yo, a train of M9s. Got on the wrong train, but I saw M9, so here I am. They have wall outlets.
Penn Station. The next station
Kind of an idiot for getting on a train to Penn Station that reported about 1 million times that it's going to Penn Station, but you know what? It's okay. I'm on an N9. It's cool. Trains are the ones replacing the M3s that we saw earlier. They are evil for that, but they're kind of nice. And I really wanted to ride an M9 before I leave New York, so I'm okay with taking the L of accidentally going to Penn instead of Grand Central. It's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Penn Station, final stop. We look around, gather your personal belongings, watch your step into your exit. Step on the gap, continue to train the platform, you're arriving
on the track next to me, there's also M9s. 2 M9s. So now that my inadvertent mistake on the LIR brought me to Penn Station, I can switch to the 1 train. That's going to take me to South Ferry. So my plan was to go to South Ferry, but I bailed here at 28th Street. My train did not have AC and I'm weak, so I'm here to wait for the next one. There's a train behind me. It's very loud. But yeah, AC wasn't working, so catching the next one. I've arrived at the new South Ferry station. The station's very nice in South Ferry. So despite the fact that I'm still very early into my adventure, it's lunchtime. So I need to get some food and fuel up before the next bit of my adventure. So onwards to scavenge for food in Lower Manhattan. There goes one of the very Thomas-built buses, navigating these tight streets. Visit a New York staple for some caffeine. Won't have this when I go back to California. I went with Chipotle, which has some of the brownest guac I've ever seen. And now that I've had my lunch here at South Ferry, I'm heading to the Staten Island Ferry Building to visit, well, Staten Island. The Staten Island Ferry is, in my opinion, one of the best ferries in New York City. It's completely free, and it'll get me to Staten Island soon. So now that my lunch is over in South Ferry, I'm here to catch the Staten Island Ferry to, well, where else but Staten Island. I love the Staten Island Ferry because it's a completely free service. Ooh, double-decker. It's a completely free service, and it runs every half hour, 24/7, and it'll get me to Staten Island. I believe this bus here is a Gillig double-decker, which is honestly cursed to me because Gillig low floors have one deck, but to see them with two, kind of wild. It's a very popular service, as evidenced by the amount of people. Once again employing my ferry life hack of going to the lowest level while everyone is up at the top. There's like no one down here. It's great. Staten Island Ferry is always great because you pass right by the Statue of Liberty and you don't even have to pay. So we're pulling into Staten Island now, and I'm just going to walk over to the Staten Island Railway because my goal today is to full send on the Staten Island Railway and visit Tottenville, the southernmost point of the New York MTA. Bye-bye, ferry. And time to hop on the train, the Staten Island Railway. So my train today is in the Staten Island Railway, R44 cars, onwards towards Tottenville. days later, here I am at Tottenville. This is the southernmost point of the New York Metro rail network. I say that because despite looking like a subway and using subway rolling stock, the Staten Island Railway isn't actually part of the New York City subway. It's considered a railway. But Tottenville, it's very interesting. So now I'm just going to walk around a little bit and see what I can see. So across the way there, that is Perth Amboy, New Jersey. And there's a bridge over there called the Outer Bridge Crossing, but there's no way to get across by transit. Just frustrating because NJT and New Jersey is so close, but the only way is to drive or get a taxi. So Tottenville is one of those places in New York that just really doesn't feel like New York. It's just quiet suburbia. But I have about 10 minutes until the train back, and I'm just gonna walk around a little, see what I see, and then train back towards New York. I guess this is part of New York, but you know what I mean. So now that I've walked around a block, seen what I wanted to see, the ocean, New Jersey, it's time to get back on the train. And I'm going to take the train to Eltingville. And fun fact, this train ride is going to be completely free. This is because the Staten Island Railway only has fare gates at 2 stations, St. George and the station immediately after St. George. And all other stations have no fare gates, which means that I get to ride for free now. The only downside is that this train service only runs every half hour, so it's kind of not that frequent, but you know what, free is free. So I made it to Eltingville. Eltingville is where I will be transferring to the S79 SBS, which, fun fact, is the only SBS system in New York that doesn't have off-board fare payment. So that means you have to get on the bus to pay your fare. With all the other SBS systems, the way it works is you buy your fare before you get on the bus and then so on. But I'm going downstairs. I'm going to catch the SBS, and that's going to take me to Brooklyn. In the distance, there's my SBS. It's going to take me all the way to Brooklyn today. that, I'm in Brooklyn. It's a good bus. So, I show up in Brooklyn, and the MetroCard RTS is out and about. That's crazy. So, this bus is called the RTS. It was made by Nova Bus. It used to be very common to see in New York on the New York City bus system, but now the only bus left, or one of the only buses, is the MetroCard bus, and it goes around and gives reduced fare MetroCards to people. Cool. Apparently this bus shows up to this intersection on the 2nd and 4th Fridays of every month, so I got lucky today that today happens to be the 2nd Friday of July. Well, now that I've spent some time sitting in Starbucks, it's time to make my way back towards Flushing. Now, the easiest way is 3 subway transfers, but that's a little too easy, so follow along to see what I do to get home to Flushing. My first step is to get on the R train from 86th Street. Aw, the MetroCard bus is gone. Until next time, MetroCard bus. And into the bowels of the underground I go. Off the R train. Also, there's an R68N train behind me. But I'm transferred to the N. That'll take me further into Brooklyn. Later, here I am at New Utrecht Avenue. It's very quiet for a New York City subway station, but I'm here because this is the transfer point between N and D trains. They both go to the same place, but I'm just here to ride the D train and finish my way into Coney Island. That's my next destination. I want to see the Coney Island Stillwell Avenue subway terminal. So, upwards to transfer to the D train, and then that's going to take me to Coney Island. out here at Coney Island, which is a very grand subway terminal. There's 8 tracks, I think. Very big, very grand, very cool. This is Coney Island. I've always wanted to visit here because, well, this terminal is about as grand as a subway gets. So, cool, here I am. Alright, onwards towards Flushing. And so, now that I've seen Coney Island Station, I'm hopping on the Q train. This is going to take me a few stops to Brighton Beach, my next destination. Gotta make it to the Q. And made it. Here at Brighton Beach, I'm transferring to the B, which runs express, if it doesn't leave without me. Hope I can make it. And success. Looks like they're beating us out of the station at least. And here we are passing it. And I made it to Prospect Park. This is because my goal here is to transfer to the Franklin Avenue shuttle. This is a little 2-car shuttle service that connects here and the C train at Franklin Avenue. It also stops like twice in between, but I'm going to the end. Just a few moments later, here I am at Franklin Avenue. I'm transferring here to the C train because I need to make it onto the G train so I can make it onto the 7 train. Long process, I know, but downstairs we go to the C train. Such a baby train, only 2 cars. So the C has dropped me off here at Hoyt, something Schermerhorn, Skimmerhorn, and now I'm transferring to the G, up and over. my G train was crazy packed, so I decided to ditch here at Metropolitan Street, where the next G train is only 2 minutes away. So I'm hoping that because this train is following my train so closely, it'll be less crowded. We'll see if this theory plays out. Off the G train at Port Square, now it's on to the 7. I once again ditched the 7 Express a little bit early, a little bit short of Flushing, because I want to go foam over the work train that's here. Also, I'm at the nice station. Look, it's a cool work train. And the next 7 train right behind it. Anyway, this train right here is doing work to fix the express track between here and Woodside, which is why the 7 trains are doing some weird stopping patterns where express trains are stopping where they don't normally stop. So that means I get to see rare work train. Also, the express train I was just on had some really annoying Mets fans, so like, not that big of a deal. And the next express train is 2 minutes away, so express train time. So it is leaving. I'm a sucker for rare trains, so I'm getting off here at 74th Street Broadway to get a cool shot of the work train. The work train appears to have stopped. Crying. It looks like the work train maybe isn't moving that much, so rip. I'll just get on the next express train and head back to Flushing. with that, here I am back in Flushing. Yeah, this adventure wasn't as big or grandiose as my last few videos, you know, with my multi-state adventures, but it's always nice to show the subway system some love, even if it's slow. But here we are. Like I said in the beginning, this might be my last video from the New York series this time. But I guess you'll only find out next week, huh? So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.